get those Varsity Grey boys and girls up here real quick? Real quick. Don't run anybody over. Let's get on each side of the banner right here. The banner just got picked up yesterday. It's fresh off the presses. Just real quick, we'll get you girls and boys posed so your parents can get a quick picture. Try not to block the banner or the trophy. Make sure we got a nice short cheerleader in front of the trophy. You can always tell when something's planned and when we just wing it because we're not organized, but we're getting there. Give us just a minute. This is a pretty big deal for the BCMFL. Before last year when JV won it and this year Varsity won it, we hadn't brought a trophy home since 2005. We're all very proud of the direction this program's going. I hope the parents appreciate all the hard work that the board and the coaches are putting in year after year to make it this quality of a program. You guys will have to bear with me. I'll try not to cough into the mic, but I have a little bit of a cold. Everybody got pictures? Oh, I see you, Dave. All right, go ahead and head back to your seats. Let's give them another round of applause for a great season. The other thing I want to talk about real quick, because I've been getting messages all day. Ready? Okay! Quiet, please! I've been getting messages all day with curiosities about what's going on. The BCMFL had a special event come up. We've never been part of this before. The mic doesn't like me. We've never been part of this before, and it's a pretty big deal for us. We had a guy from the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame come up today, and he brought us a golden ticket, and we're going to be playing in a tournament down in Pittsburgh for a chance at a regional championship November 21st through the 24th. We wanted to make this the best possible event we could for all the kids, so I sat down and picked who I thought would be the best 20 kids to represent the BCMFL from the varsity program. So if you're mad at anybody, if your child's not participating, you can be mad at me. I still love you. I'm gonna call them boys up right now so we can give them a quick recognition. I don't want to take too long because we got a lot to get through and this wasn't part of the itinerary. But I know we got a lot of questions about why there's Varsity Red players running around in gray jerseys, and that's why. The Varsity Grey coaching staff's going to take these kids down there. We're going to run our offense and our defense, and we're going to try to compete with some of the best teams in the Mid-East region. If we do well and succeed, we have a chance to go to Canton to play for a United States Youth Football Championship, which is also a very big deal. You're playing teams from Texas, Hawaii, Mexico, Canada. The games are streamed live on CBS Sports, so it's a great opportunity and there's no way we can turn it down. It's also important to notice that the BCMFL is paying for this event. Like we are paying out of the money we've raised, and then we're going back and hitting sponsors and trying to get the cost covered. We've already had over $1,000 raised to help pay for it. First player on the roster is Mason Adair. Come on up and just stand in front of the stage, folks. Second player on the roster, Riley Baldwin. Third player on the roster, CJ Barnum. Hayden Butcher. Tanner Klein. JJ Dufour. Brock Fultz. Greg Helmbright. Denver Kessler. James Honey Badger McNeil. That is his actual name. I had to change it on his birth certificate. I had to pay his mom. Mighty Mouse Logan Mizak. H-Bomb Hayden Peterson. Devin Sanchez. Nolan Standel. Nate Trout. We decided to dress a kid from the high school. I think you'll notice he's a little bigger than everybody else. Mohawk Warrior, Mason Thor. Desarion Triplin. Weezy. Matt Wagner. Matt's not here. He's on his way here. Hopefully he'll be here shortly. And also, Jaws J. Anthony Williams. He's busy scoring 6 touchdowns in an all-star game over in Sandusky today, but he's on his way. Let's give these boys a round of applause. Hopefully this is a great experience for them. A good opportunity. And we can go down and do Ashtabula County proud. All right, boys, go ahead and go back to your seats. At this time, if we could have the freshman red cheer, line up against the wall, freshman red football line up behind them. We'll go ahead and get this underway. The first young lady is not present tonight. Her name is Brooklyn Searles. Lillian Baker. Paisley Fox. Madison Butts. Amelia Scalise. Aaliyah Rivera. All right, let's give the freshman red cheer squad a round of applause.
All right, real quick, I wanted to say a special thank you to Coach Elizabeth. This was her first year coaching, and she really stepped up when we didn't have anyone to coach this group of girls. So, thank you very much, because they couldn't have done it without you. So, if everyone's please,
all right, freshman red football. Logan Sergat. Kevin Hugert. Bradley Flack. Vincent Searles. This is a pretty powerful name. Maximus Neubauer. Wilson. Sean Baker. Giovanni Harris. Mason Williams. Blake Campbell. Aiden Rivera. Vincent Ryan. Zayden Wick. All right, let's give your freshman Red football team a round of applause. They had some growing pains in the beginning of the season, but by mid-season into season, they look like a really good football team. We're really proud of how they developed over the year. That's a great job by the coaching staff down there. They definitely finished strong, and that's what we like to see. They're getting better and better. At this time, let's have the freshman Grey cheer. Line up on the wall. Freshman Grey football behind them. All right, we're going to get started with our freshman Grey cheer squad, starting with Kendall Wiley. I don't have any hands left for high fives. There you go. Riley Osborne. Adriana Petro. Alexis Grossweiler. Bailey Rogers.
And then we had a mentor. Miss Kirsten was a mentor for this squad. Again, it is so hard to get a group of girls at this age all together, and we couldn't do it without volunteers like them. So again, round of applause.
All right, we're going to go with freshman Grey football. Antonio Lally, Jacks. Scott Carpenter. Bryson Sharp. Zane McFarland. Justin Wiley. Rockstar, Brock Chenault. Declan Hicks. Mad Dog, you ready? Connor Kalinowski. Parker Ridnour. Jax Fenton. Paxton Ridnour. Blake French. Clay Ettinger. Vinny Petro. All right, if we can get JV Red cheer and JV Red football, line up over on the wall. Make sure the girls are up front, please. Freshman Grey also had a pretty strong season this year. Looked really good, nice power offense. We look forward to seeing some of them coming up next year. All right, we're gonna get started with the JV Red cheer squad. Avon Lally. Make sure we're quiet and focused, children. Quiet and focused, be respectful. Elena Huntley. Destiny Cameron. Olivia Knapp. Ariana Saunders. Brielle Rivera. Audrey Fortig. Javalis Oliveras. Harrison.
Alright, again, we had 2 first-time coaches that stepped up this year. So, Coach Renee and Coach Lisa, thank you. I know it was difficult at times because cheer is hard, especially at this age group. That being said, I've noticed a trend. If anyone is interested in volunteering to coach, find me next year, okay? Because we're always looking for people to help out. But thank you for all your help.
All right, we'll get started with JV Red football. Mason English. Elijah Herman. Zach Maple. Zach Hummer. Aiden Davis. Bentley Ott. Nate Cameron. Ben Garcia. Parker Shoemate. Tony Williams. Owen Pierce. Charlie Hall. Josh West. Brian Voss. Jeffrey Mackey. Tanner Hicks. Bentley Baker. All right, at this time, if we could get JV Grey cheer, JV Grey football to line up over on the wall. Congratulations to JV Red on their season. They were a playoff team this year. Are you ready? All right, let's get going with JV Grey cheer squad. We're going to start out with Madison Sweeney. She is rocking a princess dress tonight. Kendra Butcher. Gianna Barbaka. Madison Croy. Brielle St. Angelo. Natalie Vance. Braylee McCaleb. Emily Betts. Katie Betts. Maya Polinkas.
Again, we have all of our new coaches. Imagine that. Missy is the treasurer for our league. And she does so much for the organization and didn't think twice when I came to her and said, we have no one. What are we going to do? So, thank you so much, because I honestly don't know. We would have had Adams to Varsity, I don't know. But thank you. And then Kelly stepped up, Chelsea, thank you. And then Trinity, right? As a varsity cheerleader, and she gave her time to come down and help the girls. So, thank you, ladies.
All right, JV Grey. Gabe Browning. James Guyton. Mason Croy. This next one holds a little special place in my heart because I've been trying to get a girl to play football for a couple of years now. Not only did Icebox come out and play football, but she started offensive line for JV Grey and defensive line for JV Grey. Icebox, Riley McCumber, come on stage. The Wizard, Andrew Wisnai. Rick Sarai. Amarion Osborne. Mason Dubio. Cameron Velasquez. This next kid, I swear, every year, they spell the name on his trophy wrong. And without fail, They spelled it wrong again this year. I promise that we know it doesn't start with a V. Come on up, Uriah Craft. Mason Khalil. Jax Standel. Jeffrey Shalat. Jake Vasquez. Dallas Patterson. Look at that saunter. I promise you he's 10 times faster than that on the football field. All right, let's give JV Grey football a round of applause. Also on the playoff team this year, second seed in the JV. Great season, coaches. At this time, Varsity Red cheerleaders over on the wall. Varsity Red football behind them. Ava Geltz. Natalie Peterson. Adley Peel. Riley Overly. Abigail Kennedy. Aaron Forbes. She's a little young and a little shy. She's still doling out high fives though. Good job. Cadence Kennedy. Emily Forbes. Sarah Lincoln. Isabel Sacco. Catalina Mendoza Clark.
They've been with us for 4 years now, I want to say, coaching. They had 24 girls on their squad. And if you ever got to see one of their games, their girls are fantastic. Each one of them.
Varsity Red. Jaybird, Jaden Luce. Tanner Klein. Kevin Sanchez. No, we will not call you Fortnite. That's Blue Eyes. JJ DeFore. I can't wait to see this kid play both sides of the ball in the junior high, and he's going to make that happen. Jack Johnston. Phenomenal season, Jack. Mighty Mouse, Logan Bizak. H-Bomb, Hayden Peterson. The Mohawk Warrior, Mason Thor. Gonna score about 25 points a game come basketball season too. Denver Kessler. Rock Faults. Twinkle Toes, Nolan Standel. Nick Armstrong. Thomas Jeffers. We got a few that couldn't be here tonight, but we're going to call them out anyway. Keegan Messon. Xander Crane. Paul Rittenauer. Jesse Hicks. And Ray Sharp. Christopher Endy. Alright, at this time, if we could have Varsity Grey cheer, Varsity Grey football line up over on the wall, make sure the girls are in front, boys. Alright, before we get started with Varsity Grey, young Mason Williams, please come up to the stage. Mason Williams. I know you're here, I saw you. Where you at? Freshman Red, Mason Williams. Alright, we're going to get started with JV Grey cheer. Let me start over. Super Bowl champion, Varsity Grey cheer. Azaria Diaz. Weaver. Caitlin Weavers. Ava Adair. Isabella Whittingham. Ava Keener. If you attended any of our home games this year, you had the pleasure of listening to this young lady start us off with the Star Spangled Banner. Natalie Hauser. Victoria Strube. She wasn't here to hear me mess that up. Kaylin Stallings. Aaliyah Williams. Janessa Kosick. Reagan Bibler. Olivia White. Cadence Hall. Emmeline Robinson Stecky. Brielle Newbold.
So this year was a little emotional for me, and I'm sure it will be worse when we do the 6th grade thing. But I started this 5 years ago, and I had brought this one along with me, and she never told me no, and I've brought her back every single year. So Coach Janelle, thank you. Danielle came up last year from helping with JV, and she has been a great help with our squad this year, so thank you, Danielle. And Jessica, this is her first year with her daughter joining our squad, but we had 23 girls as well, so it was a large squad. I look forward to this every single year. I'm not going to cry, unless I look at this one. But thank you for trusting your girls to come out and cheer every single year with us. We have a blast, we really do. So thank you to the coaches, and thank you to all the girls.
Your Super Bowl champion, Varsity Grey Warriors. Polo, Marco Amacone. The Slim Reaper, Riley Baldwin. Dominic Hall. Remember this name because he's going to be a beast next year coming back for Varsity Grey. Jerez Osborne. Jerez was a first-year player that started on our offensive line and improved every week. Shady Matthew Wagner. J.R. Crooks. J.R. was our backup quarterback, but played more minutes than our starting quarterback. Good season, kid. Bobby Boucher. Billy Bob. C.J. Bone. You guys saw him after the Super Bowl. He looked like a superstar with his sunglasses on. Great job, kid. Wheezy Desarion Triplin. This kid's face paint on the night of the Super Bowl set our tone for sure. Our ultimate warrior, Greg Helmbright. 65 pounds soaking wet, started nine games at left tackle. The Butcher, Hayden Butcher. Another first-year player that started offensive line all year. Theron Osborne. First-year player, starting safety on defense. Fast Willie Guyton. The always reliable Mason Adair. Second season I've had him, second season with no bad snaps. That says a lot for a JV and a varsity kid. He doesn't really care. Honey Badger, James McNeil. Couldn't be with us tonight. He's also playing over in Sandusky. He's Braden Hall. I spent all last year trying to get this kid his first reception. This year he had a lot of receptions. And his first touchdown, Coltrane, Brady Cole. You are my sunshine, my only only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. The fish need trout. When there's blood in the water, you gotta watch out for Jaws. The shark's coming. Once again, you're 9-1, Super Bowl champion, Varsity Grey Warriors. We are going to have a presentation for them at the end of the night, but right now we need to get our freshman cheer squad, freshman red cheer, freshman red football back over to the wall. Actually, you know what? This will be easier. Let's just remain seated and we'll call you up. That's my fault. Just remain seated, coaches. Come on up. We got some major awards to give out. Our cheer advisor, Jamie Housechild, is going to explain the newly added cheer awards for this year.
Okay, so this year, we added 2 different awards. So, like last year, we do have the Future Warriorette. That is the girl that is most likely from the coaches. The coaches pick on this, by the way. So, this was all done by each individual squad, and the coaches let me know who they felt best should win that award. So there's Future Warriorette, Best Cheer Leader, meaning that they led the squad, and then Most Improved. So Elizabeth is going to go ahead and announce her winners for her squad.
Okay, so like Jamie said before, this is my first year coaching. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. So I was the only coach this year for Freshman Red, and I only had 6 girls. So this decision was really hard. I had a few younger girls, and I had 3 older girls. So this year for my cheerleader award, I chose Aaliyah Rivera. Obviously what we want in a cheerleader, and she listened because she knew, and we're neighbors, so she knows I know where her mom is. This year for my Future Warriorette, I chose Madison Butts. Big sister, so she knew what it took to lead a squad and try and keep them in order in practice. My most improved this year was Brooklyn Searles. She's not here this year, but she was a first-time cheerleader and a 6th grader. So hopefully she will come back to cheer for the middle school.
All right, our Offensive Lineman Award, also known as the Pancake Award, goes to the best O-lineman on the team for the year, Zayden Wick. Defensive Monster goes out to the best defensive player on Freshman Red, Sean Baker. Your Offensive monster for Freshman Red. Best offensive player, Kevin Huger. Your future warrior. For us, future warrior means a lot of things. We try to copy what the high school does. You got to be a coachable kid. You got to be a leader offensively, a leader defensively. You got to be doing good in school. A lot of requirements need to be met. It's a very important award for me personally. It's one of my favorite awards we give out every year because it says a lot about the young men that receive it. For Freshman Red, your future warrior, Mason Williams. Mason, it's really not that cold in here. All right, we're pretty happy with the way these MVP trophies turned out. I don't know if you can see them from there, but they're pretty special. This goes out to the all-around best player on the team. Made a difference probably on both sides of the ball, I imagine. Your Freshman Red MVP, Logan Sergalis. All right, let's give the freshman cheer and football squads another round of applause. At this time, if all freshman Grey cheer and football coaches could come to the stage, please. Freshman cheer and football for Grey. All right, we'll start off with the Freshman Grey Cheer Awards.
Stella Garcia for cheerleader. She's not here tonight, but we chose her because she was the only one on our squad that actually listened. So that's why she got the award. Bailey Rogers. Most improved. She's our youngest on the squad, and she just came such a long way, and she told all the older kids and did exactly what she was supposed to do. Petro for future warrior.
We chose Anna because she was such a great help with all the little girls that run the squad, the new girls. She helped coach them along, and she was just great throughout the year.
All right, ladies, a round of applause. Here to present the Freshman Grey Awards is head coach Ryan Petro.
I gotta say first that I can't be more proud of how these kids played this year. They went out there day in, day out, and they learned every single day. It was great. I love teaching at this level and all the way up to this. I love this sports great. I gotta say that for their season, they did great. They played what the equivalent would be of a championship game if there wasn't for the freshmen. And it was a good time. I also gotta thank my coaching staff. Without these guys, we wouldn't have been as successful as we were. And I just gotta say that I probably got testy at times, and they stuck in there. It was a good time. I really enjoyed it. So without further ado, we have Freshman Grey, starting off with most improved, to be Justin Wiley. Justin's a first-year player, he came into the game not knowing a whole lot, and from day one, he's just learning. more and more and more and more. I really look forward to watching them play in the future. The pancake O-liner of the year. This one went to Connor Kalinowski. This kid, day in, day out. At first, he didn't practice it, he started off pretty rough, but then as he got on to it, day in, day out, he would go out there, he did his job out there. He'd be more proud. Defensive monster, this kid couldn't make it tonight. He was out there, he was all over the field. And he would hit you, and he'd hit you hard, and he'd lay there, and he'd get back up. And sometimes he didn't get back up, but he'd come right back out there and hit you just as hard. He's a smash mouth football player, and I really, really look forward to watching him play in the future with Bryson Sharp. Offensive monster, this kid, he's a ball of energy, and I mess around with him and I have to call him out because I get scared. He's another first-year player, but he's learned a lot and he came a really long way to play in. For the future warrior, is another young man who couldn't be here. He learned a lot, and he took his licks in practice, and he used that. He went out there in games and did a lot for us. And we really didn't expect it. You know, it's just he came through in a lot of different ways. Good kid on and off the field, in the classroom, everything else. So the future warrior is Scott Carter. For MVP, it was he made it easy. You know, it was a no-brainer for this award. This kid would go out there and score touchdowns if you asked him to. If we needed a first down, he went and got that first down. You know, he saved a lot of tackles. He did a lot on that football field. He was all over the place. And hopefully he moves over here and plays for Edgewood instead of Connie. So MVP for freshman Grey was Blake Fresh.
All right, at this time, if we could have the JV Red cheer and football coaches to the stage, please. While they're headed up here, a quick reminder, we do have yearbooks for sale out in the lobby, and there is going to be food and drinks, chips served after the ceremony. After the major awards get done, we're going to have a presentation for our 6th graders, boys and girls, followed by our Super Bowl ring presentation for our boys. Also, for you guys that may be interested in coming out, joining the program, joining our board, come December 8th, we have elections at the Asheville Township Hall. We're always looking to add new board members. Obviously, people age out. The people's kids move on to the middle school. Parents move up. There's always room for people that want to be involved. If you come to elections and you don't really want to be on the board, but you want to be active, you're always welcome to come to board meetings. The board meetings are open to anybody in the off-season. They're the second Sunday at 9 a.m. Here to present the JV Red Cheer Awards, Jamie Housechild.
Okay, so for JV Red, I talked to both coaches who didn't want to talk on the microphone, so here I am. They said that it was really hard to choose for these 3 awards between their squad. Again, this is their first year, So as coaches, they relied a lot on the girls to get through, and that says a lot about the girls. Because they did. They led the team and the squad all together, and it made their job a lot easier. So, with that being said, most improved, Elena Huntley was voted for most improved. She's not here this evening, but Elena was the one that got that award. And the next two were very hard to decide between two girls. Both of these awards mean a lot because it says a lot about each one of the cheerleaders. And Ariana Saunders, you were voted for cheerleader. I think I've pronounced her name wrong for about 3 years, so I got it right, so I was really proud of myself for that. And for future Warriorettes for JV Red, Destiny Cameron.
All right, going forward to our JV Red football team. Awards will be handed out by assistant coach Doug Hummer. Steve Hott couldn't be with us tonight.
As he just said, Coach Hott couldn't be here tonight, but on behalf of him, he wanted me to at least look all of these young men in the eyes and tell them how much he appreciated the effort you guys gave, the passion you gave, as well as for me to the parents and whatnot as well. Football's a tough sport. It's very demanding, and I want to personally and on behalf of Coach Hott thank all of the boys, the cheerleaders, and their parents for the season that we had. So thank you very much. I have one more thing I just wanted to say. It's a shame to some extent that we had to divide up our talent into two teams, and it happened at all of our levels here, because I strongly feel that that group of boys, that if we could have had our gray and red team together, we could have beaten any other team we played against. But we had to divide our talents up, which weakens us a little bit. Ashtabula only had one team, and it makes a big difference. So to the JV Grey as well, congratulations on your season, and I know you guys are all teammates, classmates. Stay together. There's talent there. Just keep working hard. So the first award to the JV Red goes to the most improved. This young guy had never played sports at all until this year. He played baseball, I understand, in the spring. Went out for football, very coachable, very hardworking, and improved dramatically to the point that he never came off the field at all. Probably the last 2/3 of the season, starting at offensive guard and at middle linebacker. It was a pleasure to be with him, Josh West. Okay, the next award goes to the defensive monster. You know, they always say beware the quiet kid. This young guy was the quietest, most well-respected, easygoing guy on the team. But let me tell you what, he was a terror coming off the edge playing defensive end for us. Heck of a young player, great future. Enjoyed working with him as well, Nathan Cameron. offensive monsters. The next award, pound for pound, as good of a good little athlete as I've ever been around. I had the pleasure of actually coaching with him a little bit in baseball this spring. And let me tell you what, this kid took some shots playing for us on offense, and he always bounced back up, never would come out of a game. Just a tough football player, through and through, and a heck of a good little athlete, Bentley Baker. The next award, Pancake O-Line Award. This is kind of hard for me to have to talk about this one, but 64 pounds soaking wet. Again, just like Josh, he had never played football before this year, and him and Josh played side by side. We started as our right offensive guard and tackle. 64 pounds, he was going up against kids in many games that were 120 to 130 pounds, and he hung in there and played with tenacity. And no holding penalties. Coach West just said no holding penalties. Zach Hummer. Future Warriors, the next one. I honestly believe that you could probably give out how many football players are out here right now tonight. I mean, I coach 17 kids, and I honestly believe that all 17 of them are future Warriors. They played with passion. Football, again, is a tough sport. Bad weather, the amount of hours they put in, the bumps and bruises, and they keep fighting and going at it. And that's not to take anything away from who we did pick for this award, but I truly believe all 17 of them are future Warriors. With that being said, our future Warrior for the JV Red is Bentley Ott. Okay, our last award, and you don't have to listen to me babble anymore. Our MVP, this young boy is definitely a football player. You could put him at any position out there, offense, defense, and he will bring it 24/7, 365. I teased him all year long and called him Cupcake. I think it's because of his affinity for liking to eat them, because he clearly does not play like a cupcake in any way, shape, or form. Heck of a football player, a great young boy, a great future ahead for him, Briar Voss.
All right, at this time, if we could get the JV Grey cheer and football coaches to the stage, please. Another round of applause for the JV Red boys and girls. Here presenting the JV Grey Cheer Awards, head coach, Missy Coy.
So our cheerleader this year would be Brielle St. Angelo, but she's not here today. Brielle was our champion. Every practice, every game, she got the girls going. So she's our cheerleader. And this girl was our youngest on the team. She's in kindergarten. And as I say, Kelly too, she pushed our buttons every day. But as soon as school started, she mellowed out. So our most improved is Madison Coy. Before I give this next award out, I just want to thank two of my parents that were always there for me with my Madison. She really pushed my buttons. But if it wasn't for Sam, back in the back, she really helped. And for Julie, she's not here, which is Gianna's grandmother. Thank you. Make sure you give grandma a hug for me. So this next girl, she was our highlight. She was our life. She still is. We love her dearly. We love all the girls. But this one always had a smile on her face. If it was a good day, bad day. If Madison Coy was being really bad, Madison Sweeney was there to cheer her up and to help me out. So Madison, you are our future warriorette.
All right, here to present the JV Grey Football Awards is head coach Marco Fasano.
Thank you, RJ. Before I get started, just wanted to let you guys know, my son goes to St. John. We're not from this school system. I just wanted to thank the board. They do a fantastic job. So make sure you guys give them a round of applause. They do all this work to put this stuff together today. So go ahead and give them a round of applause. Thank you guys for welcoming us. We have a few awards we're going to give away. I'll be quick. Apparently Applebee's has a 25-cent boneless wing night, so we're going to be quick. The first award we're going to give away is for most improved. This player was their first year playing as well as some of the other most improved recipients tonight. He was just really dedicated, listened to everything we had to say, and just from the very first practice until the last whistle was blown, he gave 110%. And he always had a great attitude, which is really what us coaches were looking for. And before I give this award away, I just want to let you know, all the coaches have voted on these awards, and we were pretty much unanimous on this award and most of the awards we're giving away tonight. So with that being said, Jaden Velasquez, will you come on up here, buddy? Good job, Jaden. The next award I will be presenting tonight is for offensive lineman, also known as the Pancake Award. This kid always, as well as Jaden, had a very good attitude. He just developed his offensive lineman skills and just really gave it his all every game. And his emotions really fed into the other kids. So, Jack Stanwell, come on up here, buddy. You did a great job. We're proud of you. So this next award is for Defensive Monster. And this player, he's very tenacious, he can be a little wild at times, but he really loves the game of football. And his energy it just brings enthusiasm to the team. I was thinking of leaving him out of the award process because he's my son. I left myself out of this part of the voting, but the other coaches did vote for him, and I feel he's deserving of this award as well too. So come on up, Carlo. So the next award is for Offensive Monster. This player, I think, played for Lakeside last year, and boy, they lost a hell of a player. We at Buckeye Football League, we're very happy to have him. When I had the opportunity to pick him, he did not disappoint me or the coaches at all. The kid has such amazing ability, and I think as he gets older, he'll be one of the kids that we're watching on Friday that we're just in awe of. And he's a good kid as well too, which is very much important. And Dallas, why don't you come on up here, buddy? You got the Some of those Lakeside kids are still missing. This is the Future Warrior Award, and as RJ mentioned earlier, all the criteria, we thought the same thing when we were voting on this. This kid is very special to myself, the coaches, and the team. He is very dedicated. He inspired all the other kids. He was the first one to talk after we lost a game to keep their heads up. I love the kid, and he's going to be a great asset to this school and community as he gets older. So you guys should be proud to have him in this school system. Come on up here, LJ. And he's a good football player. Needless to say, the kid can hit somebody. He played every position this year too. Before I give the MVP award out, all the kids did a fantastic job. I wish I could give you all an award. It hurts my heart that I can't. You guys did a fantastic job. This is the way it works in life. Before I give the MVP award out, I mean, you guys pretty much know who got this. This kid is amazing out on the football field. I think he was just 2 interceptions this year, a multitude of touchdowns. The other teams are still having nightmares about him. If it wasn't for butterflies biting him or other injuries happening day in and day out, we probably wouldn't have lost a game. The kid had bad luck this year, but you know, I've had an opportunity to coach this kid for many years, and it's just a joy being able to do so. He makes my job easier. So come on up, Mason. Thank you guys so much. Have a good night.
All right, let's give JV Grey, girls and boys, another round of applause. We'll have Varsity Red cheer coaches and football coaches to the stage. I'm not here to say that I have OCD, but if I did, you guys would be driving it crazy by walking across the wrong way on the stage. I'm just saying.
I agree, go that way.
Varsity Grey, you will come up this way. Here to present the Varsity Red Cheer Squad Awards, Coach Jen Leonard.
He's going to regret giving me this microphone. Alright, so for
most improved, this girl is not here tonight, it's Riley Hans. And we voted on Riley Hans, it was unanimous because there was some communication problems in the beginning of the season, and she did not show up until we had started to learn the dance. So she showed up her first day, and it was her first year cheering. She did not know any cheers, she did not know the dance, and we were all cheering and dancing around her while she stood there not knowing what to do. So throughout the season, she learned, she picked it up really fast, and then, halfway through the season, she wasn't even like calling cheers. We'd be like, call it out, Riley. She'd be like, no. And then we finally got her warmed up, and she started calling out cheers, and she started looking like she was actually having a lot of fun. So I'm sorry she's not here tonight, but our most improved goes to Riley Hans. So for cheerleader, we went with the girl who showed the most amount of leadership, the girl who knew all the cheers the best, knew the dance the best, and all the other girls looked to her to see how to do it. And for sure this award goes to Aubrey Camp Police. Alright, so Future Warriorettes, this was so hard. We had 24 girls on our squad. We had 24 extremely awesome girls on our squad. So it was awful. But thank you parents for sharing your girls with our kids, or sharing your kids with us, because we have enjoyed you guys, all of you guys, so much. And every single one of you, in your own way, deserves your own award. So you guys are all awesome. So we picked Future Warriorette to this girl who has improved throughout the years that she's been cheerleading. This year she stepped it up humongously. She, out of nowhere, was a role model, and she was one of the loudest girls we had, and she just really showed up, and we were super proud of her. And it was a really hard decision to come to this, because between text messages, and we sat around a bonfire an entire night, almost in tears, trying to figure out who to pick. We went with the girl most deserving, and it's Emily Forbes. So awesome job, Varsity Red. We will miss our 6th graders, and we look forward to you guys coming back next year.
Here to present the awards for Varsity Red football head coach Shannon Krasinski.
Don't worry, I expected it. Wait till the end, boys. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone. This is my 2nd year doing this, and I coached softball for a lot of years. Football is obviously my passion, so I couldn't do this without everyone that allowed me to. So first of all, real quick, I'd just like to thank everyone personally. I'd like to thank Coach Charles. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. So. Coach Anthony, went to school with him, and that's how that goes. Coach Jim, thank you very much. It's been a privilege doing that. And obviously, Coach Larry in there, if you could give the crowd a wave, I appreciate that. These boys, every one of them improved, and I couldn't ask for a better team. So I'm going to make this kind of short. These awards were selected with all the coaches' input, so I'm going to do the last two. I'll turn these over to Coach Anthony right now.
All right, gentlemen, you ready? All right. Our first award is Most Improved. Thomas, come on up here. That's all right, Thomas. We do things our way. Our offensive monster, Rock Foltz, come on up. Our pancake for our offensive line, he's not here, but if you guys, when you guys see him, congratulate him. That's Keegan. Our future warrior goes to you. No, wrong you. No. Nolan, come on up.
All right, my first award is going to be Defensive Monster. This gentleman right here is going to be something to watch. So come on up, Mason Thorne. All right, our MVP for the season, offense, defense, this guy was all over the field. As you'll see, size does not tell the difference because this kid's something special. So our most valuable player is Devin Sanchez. This is something real quick. I just want to go ahead and, this is for me personally. There's a gentleman on our team that myself and him put up with a lot of stuff throughout the whole year. So if I can have Jack Johnson come up here. At this point in time, this is being more to me than anything, especially with the way the seasons are going. So Jack, if you can open this up. It is. It is personalized. 2019 Varsity Red for Jack.
All right, at this time, if we could get our Varsity Grey, I'm sorry, let me start over. If we could get our Super Bowl champion, Varsity Grey cheer and football coaches to the stage, please. All right, here to present the Varsity Grey Cheer Awards head coach, Jamie Hochschild.
All right, we're gonna go in a little bit of a different order. It was really, really hard. It's the same with Varsity Red. If we could give an award to every girl, we would. We want you all to know that you guys were fantastic. This is my 5th year. This year has meant the most to me, being Natalie's last year. And my little one's first year. So I've got like 8 more years left in the league. I think that's what that means. You guys made us so proud. are going to give away our cheerleader award first. And this was an easy decision. Again, all of the coaches voted. This one was pretty close, but one girl has stood out every single game. How many times do we do a cheer, ladies? And the one that always remembered that number one rule in cheerleading was cadence. Switching it up. They're looking at me like I'm crazy. All right. With this one, I removed myself from voting on this category because it was hard. The other coaches did decide. This one individual has been in cheer since the beginning with me. She's always cheer ready. She puts a smile on even on days that she doesn't want to. Natalie. It has been so much fun coaching her for 5 years, and no doubt in my mind that I agree that she deserves the Future Warrior Award. They're telling me I'm doing okay. As hard as that one was, we have another girl that Janelle and I have been coaching. We were trying to figure out how many years it was, so I apologize if we get it wrong to this individual. But it's been a few years. It's been rough. When I first think of when she started cheering, I couldn't tell you if she would get this award. She didn't like us half the time, and she surely hated smiling, but we made her do it. Because she was coming to practice. And it's funny because all of our girls know who we're talking about already, and she's sitting there smiling. She has grown to be a beautiful young lady that has been a huge asset to our squad. So Bailey Tempesta from Varsity Red.
She's going the right way.
And she's going the right way. Again, all the girls, fantastic job. Please come back for our 6th graders. Best of luck to you, work on your jumps, because I told you, they gotta be better for next year, right? All right, and thank you, coaches.
All right, we're gonna do the Varsity Grey football team, followed by the 6th grade awards, followed by the Super Bowl ring presentation, just so you guys know what's left to do. So, I always take feedback from my coaches and take everything they say into consideration, but ultimately I pick the award winners because I'm too controlling to let them do it. But I do listen to their feedback. We are going to start today with our most improved player. At the start of the season, this young man was probably 4th or 5th on our depth chart at running back. We knew he had talent, but we never expected him to come out and play the way he did. He finished the season as a starter, was 2nd on the team in rushing with 441 yards, scored 3 touchdowns. He also tallied 29 tackles on the season. He always showed up to practice with his thermos in his hand, ready to work. Our most improved player is the Honey Badger, James McGinn. a hard one for me because we could have very well given this to 3 or 4 kids out of the 5 that start offensive line for us. This will be the Pancake Award, the Offensive Line Award. This award winner never played football before this year. Needless to say, his 3-point stance was questionable at best. But he worked hard every day at practice, took criticism well, he learned from it, and fought to be better. Not one practice comes to mind that he didn't give 100%. He ended up being one of our most reliable blockers, both in the rushing and passing game. He also finished with 22 tackles and a sack from the defensive tackle position. Our Pancake Award winner is Hayden Butcher. I wrote all this stuff down. You guys should be thanking me, because if not, I'd probably be up here babbling. All right, the next award's our defensive monster. Our defensive monster was a force to be reckoned with. He made a lot of big hits throughout this year that oftentimes left us listening to the oohs and ahs from the fans behind us. After a big hit in the playoffs, one of the refs actually came over to us and jokingly asked us to have him take it easy against the other team. Even when he wasn't making the tackle, he was finding a way to disrupt the play. He finished 3rd on the team with 52 tackles, 6 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries. Unfortunately, he's not here with us tonight because he's over in Sandusky playing on the All-Star team. Our defensive monster is Zion Thomas. All right, our offensive monster. Our offensive monster put up amazing numbers for a kid his age, a kid at any age really, and that's without factoring in the fact that he rarely played more than a quarter of football. He threw for 1,377 yards, 18 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Yes, I said 0. I've had the pleasure of watching him grow over the last 3 years, and I will tell you that the sky's the limit for this kid if he continues to work hard. You will hear and see this kid's name a lot over the next few years, and if I was a betting man, I'd say he'll make a lot of noise in high school. Our offensive monster is our QB1, Mommy's little quarterback, Sunshine, Fish, Nate Trout. All right, our future warrior this year made noise on both sides of the ball. He was 1st on the team in receptions with 25, 2nd on the team in receiving yards with 392, and scored 4 touchdowns, including what ended up being the game winner in the Super Bowl. After not playing much defense in the last couple of years, he ended up starting defense all season and finished 2nd on the team in tackles with 61. He also seemed to always have a nose for the football, finishing with 5 fumble recoveries. Over the last few years, he's always come to me after the banquet and asked me why he didn't win an award. And my answer was always the simple answer: you haven't earned one. This one was earned and well-deserved. Slim Reaper. Well done. All right, I'm sure nobody knows who's going to win this one. It's probably the biggest mystery of the night. All right, the first time I saw this next young man play, I knew he was destined to do big things in the game of football. He was a tiny, shy 6-year-old boy who rarely spoke, but boy did he make noise with the ball in his hands. After 1 week of flag football, the league completely changed all the rules to try to lessen his impact. It did not work. We hoisted a trophy that year, and we did it again this year. As I read you these numbers, bear in mind once again that in 7 games, he didn't play offense after the first quarter. In one other game, he didn't make it past halftime. 49 carries, 1,108 yards, 13 touchdowns. 23 receptions, 932 yards, and 15 touchdowns. For those trying to math right now in the crowd, that is 2,040 yards and 28 touchdowns on offense. That's Madden cheat code. Defensively, this young man was all over the field as well. He was first on the team in tackles with 132. First in interceptions with 3, 2 of which he ran back for touchdowns. That brings the total to 30. His defensive highlight game came against Madison White, where he had 21 tackles and returned an interception 80 yards for a touchdown. Offensively, his highlight came when we needed him most. He played like a man possessed in the Super Bowl, where he put up 360 total yards, scored 2 touchdowns, and made 17 tackles. If you look up MVP in the dictionary, you will see a picture of him cheesing back at you. We call him Jaws because he plays like a shark when there's blood in the water. The Varsity Grey MVP, J. Anthony Williams. We are working on an endorsement deal with Ritz Crackers. At this time, if we could have all the 6th grade boys and girls come over to the wall, please. All right, every year we present our 6th grade girls and boys that are moving up to Braden Middle School to play for the junior high and cheer for the junior high with a t-shirt, has all their 6th grade names on it, just something they can remember going through the years, something they can get their teammates to sign, whatever they want to do with it, just something for them to have as a keepsake. I swear I'm not texting. I'm looking up shirt sizes. First up, Sarah Lincoln. Aubrey, Cam, please. Kaylin McCoy. Riley Hance. Isabel Sacco. Destiny Cameron. Natalie Hauser. Janessa Cossack. Victoria Struby. Caitlin Neighbors. Bailey Tempesta. I believe you're already wearing it, but you can walk across and model it for us. Kaylin Stallings. Devin Sanchez. Brock Foltz. Logan Mizak. Chris Endy. Mason Thor. Tanner Klein. Jack Johnston. You could have left that towel at your seat, sir. Riley Baldwin. Greg Elbright. Nate Trout. Matt Wagner. Jaws, J. Anthony Williams. Ryan Triplett. Last but not least, Braden Hall. At this time, if we could have our Super Bowl champion, Varsity Grey cheerleaders, line up at the bottom of the stairs. Varsity Grey football players behind them. All right, I promise you we're almost done. We're going to give out the Super Bowl awards, and then we're going to go eat. Boys, make sure we're quiet. Girls, make sure we're quiet. Varsity Grey head coach, Jamie Hochschild.
Alright, so, because we have all of our gifts in a gift bag, and I didn't want everyone wondering what the girls are getting. So, when a team wins the Super Bowl, that's huge for us. It happened last year for the JV team, and I was so proud of this team this year, because they did fantastic. I still don't really know offense and defense too well, and I always had to ask Danielle like what we were. I'll admit that, but they were so much fun to watch. Oftentimes, Janelle and I would look at each other, and we're just screaming and we're in each other's arms, and we're like, oh wait, we still have 23 girls that we're supposed to be coaching. But we had so much fun. So, if by chance my little one does not want to cheer next year, I will say this has been an amazing year for it to be my last. So, in the boxes, the girls each are going to get a necklace. There's a megaphone, there's a red bead, and there's a gray bead. On the heart, each girl has their name that was engraved on the necklace. So that is what the girls are getting from the league as a Super Bowl gift. Just so everyone knows. Okay? Do you want me to just call the names? Okay. Janessa. Caitlin. Bailey. Caitlin. Peyton. Natalie. Ava Adair. Azaria. Scarlett. Bella. Aaliyah. Emmeline. Sophia. Tori. Ava Keener. Cadence. Jocelyn. Brielle. And Reagan.
Alright, so I made, there's only one ring that actually had, on the sides of the rings, when I designed them, they have their name engraved. There's a football helmet, and there was only one ring that said HC on it. He was, of course, that's head coach. And on the other side, I thought it was a big deal. We had a Super Bowl trophy, and it said FYFL 2019. And the coolest part, it had a loud bling on the top. It has the Edgewood spear, so you know who we are. It says Super Bowl champions. RJ Ball.
All right, next up to receive his assistant coach ring, Chris Barnum. Next assistant coach, Alex Spangler. Alex worked with the offensive line all year. Helped Danny lead the board drill in the shoots. Really helped Butcher become the player he was this year. Assistant coach, John Crooks. Assistant coach, Tony Williams. Assistant coach, Andy Hunt.
So there was two coaches that were here. Obviously you had Coach RJ. I had to put HC on there, but the problem was is his son, Ricky Baldwin, was the same name. So I made sure I made a big deal about it saying R. Baldwin, but it said HC and AC, so they could share it together. Ricky Baldwin.
Assistant coach, Danny Adair. Also our program this year, was with us at every game, was responsible for making all the videos for us, all the highlight videos for us. I know he can't come down and receive it, but we did get one for Larry Jennings, who's up in the booth as well. We appreciate everything you did not only for our team, but for the rest of the teams this year. We also have one for our photographer, Michelle Barnum. Probably took 12,000 pictures amongst our 10 games this year. Now we're going to get started with the boys. The boys that earned this. First up, linebacker, somehow left tackle at 60 pounds, Ultimate Warrior, Greg Helmbright. Let's go! Somewhere there's pictures of him painted up like the Ultimate Warrior for the Super Bowl. You're going to love him.
Take the box.
Wide receiver, backup quarterback, cornerback, J.R. Crooks. They're heavy. Be careful you don't drop it, you might break something. Wide receiver and safety, Theron Osborne. Fullback, defensive end, Dominic Hall. Linebacker, running back, Desarion Triplin. Running back, defensive end, Brandon Hall. Running back, quarterback, Honey Badger, James McNeil. Running back, monster back, linebacker, safety, cornerback, quarterback, all-purpose, Jaws, J. Anthony Williams. Wide receiver, cornerback, Coltrane, Brady Cole. Left guard, defensive tackle, Hayden Butcher. Offensive guard, defensive tackle, Marco Amicone. Right guard, defensive tackle, Jerez Osborne. Mason Adair. Cornerback, Nate Trout. Running back, wide receiver, linebacker, Matt Wagner. Defensive tackle, reluctantly stepped up to be one of our best offensive linemen in the Super Bowl, C.J. Barnum. Wide receiver, cornerback, Willie Guyton. Wide receiver, inside linebacker, Slim Reaper, Riley Baldwin. All right, I mentioned it earlier. We did get Larry Jennings one up in the booth. We also got our photographer, Michelle Barnum a ring. Please come up to the stage. Michelle, come on, reluctant one. Not only took pictures at every one of our games, but was responsible for taking pictures at other games, as well as putting together the yearbook. Her and Larry worked diligently and hard, probably went through 10,000 pictures to pick out the ones that are in it. Tried to make sure everybody was represented. Has been stuck with me for 5 years. Well deserved. All right, we can't have Larry not accept his ring, but we can't get him on tape. This is like Pavlov. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Larry Jennings will present it to you when you come down. Boys, get up here, get a picture together. Hey, Larry's coming down, all right. Not only recorded every one of our games, recorded games for other teams, made highlight videos for players. We appreciate everything you did this year. Larry Jennings. This is the box logo. Larry recorded the first time we played Geneva, and unfortunately we let him get off to a head start, and they ended up beating us. We were able to go back and deconstruct that film over and over and over again. We were calling what plays they were going to run from the sideline. We could not have done that without the video footage we had, so we definitely appreciate everything you did. We're looking forward to this golden ticket, going down and representing Buckeye in Ashtabula County in Pittsburgh. Thank you guys for being patient. I hope everybody had a good night. Also a reminder, elections, December 8th, 9 a.m., Ashtabula Township Hall. There's also a board meeting in the morning at 9 a.m. if you'd like to come out and see what it's about. Thank you everyone, have a good night. Don't forget to grab some food and some chips and some water on your way out.